Hi everybody, Diana here. I'm back today with another video of my scrap room of how I store things. Today I'm going to be going through this IKEA Calyx unit. It's actually two, so it's 2 by 2. And this is where I'm storing my stamps. I know in my original video they were over on this unit, but I decided to put all of my stamp and storage units in one place. That way everything's together, it looks nice and unified, and I really do like it like that. So today we're going to go through how I store my stamps. I have some Kiwi Lane templates. Down there is like some glitters and things like that, embossing powders that I'm not using a lot of. And then down here is some different stencils from different companies that I like. So up here, we'll start with up here first. Up here is, this is from scrapbook.com. It just holds little mini ink pads, and I'm actually probably going to be getting another one because I have not only my Catherine Pooler ones, but I also have all of the Stamps of Life minis. And then in this little unit here has just some different embellishments like I like to use. These are from different kits that I've received in the past. And then I have a bunch of different little rhinestones, whatnot, from different companies. And then I love these Scrap Happy Studio epoxy flares, so I put those in there. And then I have more epoxy dots back here, all sorts of enamel dots. I love them. These are my favorite things to use when I'm crafting, so I like to keep them where I can find them. And then in here I have quite a lot of my thickers, stickers, whatever you want to call them, alphabets, all sorts of different things in here. I take this like on a crop with me, and they're all in one place. And then back here is just some images to color, as well as a class kit for Close to My Heart because I just recently joined. So, and then this just has some pictures I have yet to scrap. And then in here, these are all fridge bins. I've got them all off of Amazon. These are from the Stamp Market. They're really nice. Just you get them. These are the larger ones. Down here I have the smaller ones, but I just labeled it with whatever was in there. I did separate all of my Alta New stamps by what type they were. So these are all my Build-A-Flowers. And then each Build-A-Flower stamp set is in these large Avery L pockets. I put a piece of cardstock in the back, and then I label the top of it with whatever stamp set's in there. And then the dies always go in the back. I don't know if I'll ever use magnetic sheets per se from those. I may, depending. Some of the stamp sets have a lot of images or a lot of dies on them, so I may eventually sometime put those on magnetic sheets. So, but as you can see, I mistitled some of them, but I know what they are. So these are all the Build-A-Flowers. I do get their subscriptions, so I get the new one every single month. And then back here is all the floral stamp sets I have. So I did have them alphabetized at one point, but they've kind of gotten away from me now. So, and then back here I have my celebration stamps. So just whatever I think is a celebration stamp goes in here. And then in the front of here has some different celebration, as well as just some miscellaneous ones that I didn't know where to put. So they're in with the celebration stamp sets. And then here are my masculine sets, anything I can use for masculine. And then my sentiments. So these are just sentiment sets. They're not any type of like florals or whatever. And then the background images, which I love, Alta News background images. They have wonderful background stamps. So, and then as you can see, it moves into like the Concord and Ninth. These are all my larger stamp sets. So if they don't fit in a regular A2, like 5x7 fold Avery L, the large size, because these are the extra large, then they all go in here. And then again, here are the dies behind it. And I have 3 large containers of the larger, what are they, 6x8 sets, I believe. And then in here, I don't have them quite filled yet, so I do have this holding them up so I can see them a little bit better. But I did, when I originally had just used their labels and wrote on them, but I don't like my handwriting, and I find that it gets hard for me to be able to read my own handwriting, which is ridiculous. So I just started with the label maker to make it all the same. So like this one's obviously in a smaller font because it's a larger stamp name, but it makes it so much easier. I can just look and say, okay, I want to use that one. Or, you know, like Elizabeth Crafts, I only have one large stamp set from her. So these are just, it makes my life a lot easier to be able to find my stamp set that I want. And then down here, we'll go down to the next levels, is my 4x6 stamp sets and dies, as you can see. So like here again is all of my Altenew. This is a ton of Altenew stuff. Again, I have them like these are the mini delights. So these are just the smaller stamp sets that they have as well. And then my paint a flower. So these are both subscription based stamp sets as well. So I get them every month. Sorry about that. It's the first Tuesday of the month and I forgot about the stupid siren. So, and then here are all my smaller sentiment stamps, as well as the shapes and whatnot, and then more dies. Like back there it says Altenew dies, and then here's all my dies as well. And then it moves into more image stamps and whatnot. Now this one's not as full because I do like Altenew, so I buy a lot, so I wanted to leave a little extra room for those stamp sets. And then over here again is another nice big full unit. And these again are from the Stamp Market. These are their regular size dividers. These are not only divided by company, I didn't divide them by individual sections just because I don't have as many and I didn't want to buy more of these. My bigger companies are separated, like my Catherine Pooler is all separated by different like sentiments, florals, shapes and such, all sorts of things, backgrounds, birds. And then her Club Circe that I was getting for a little while, and then the Club Canvo, and then the dies, and then back there is Sparkle and Sprinkle, which unfortunately is no longer around, so that makes me kind of sad. And then down here, this is all the Stamps of Life, this whole thing, and then 3/4 of this one. I may at some point go in and get some new dividers and divide hers up because she's got a ton of different like birthdays and fruits and animals and holidays. So I may go back in and separate all of hers up as well, like happy birthday. So I haven't decided yet. I may or may not. And then here again is more Elizabeth Crafts. Again, I need to probably go in here and do that for hers because I not only have like, here's all my planner essential stuff. And then it goes back into here, which is all dies. So, and then other companies again, like I just don't have a lot of certain companies. This one, I had to get this stamp set because it's named Murphy and I have a dog named Murphy. I know, stupid reason, but it was a cute stamp set. So why not? And then we're going to go over to this side here. We already talked about that. So down here is a Totally Tiffany container. And in this, I did take out, here is this unit here. I guess I can put that here. I took that out simply because the Wow powders are bigger and I was having a hard time getting the stickles out. So I just leave that out. And I do take that with me when I go crafting. So, and then in here, so like I have all of my Wow powders. Most of them I've gotten from Catherine Pooler. And then down here, again, is more Wow. I have a ton of Wow powder. I don't know why I bought so much. And then I have some stuff that is from Sparkle and Sprinkle. They still have their glitters and embossing powder. I just don't remember what the name of the company is now. They just stopped selling stamps. So, and other things. All they sell is embossing powder and glitter. So, and then in here, again, is more Totally Tiffany containers. And then this is an old, what is this? 31 container that I put all of my larger Kiwi Lane templates in because they don't fit in any of these containers. And then I have some newer ones which I still need to get some new pockets for in those containers. So then in here I have these separated up by what kind they are. So like this is all, these are all borders in here. And if they have a smaller set of borders up, they go up on top there. And then I have some of the other ones, like here are my larger sets that still fit in here. These are all of the mini sets. So that's how I store all of my Kiwi Lane. And then down here are my stencils. Sorry about the finger. This one has all of my Catherine Pooler Club Canvo stencils that she makes. as well as a couple, like a nice large Altenew one that does not obviously fit in one of these little tiny things here. These are all totally Tiffany as well. I like these because they fit these 6x6 stencils perfectly. And like, as you can see, I have this one marked as CP, so those are all Catherine Pooler. This one's miscellaneous, so it's like Echo Park and whatever else I can put in there. And this one is all Altenew 6x6. So what I mean by miscellaneous, then I go in, and what I do is I will put the name of the stencil here in the corner so I can always see it. There we go. And then on here, it'll tell you what company. So it's Echo Park, but I got it from the Hip Kit Club. So, and that's, again, that's where this one came from, is from the Hip Kit Club. So I do have to put that in there, and that'll go back there. Like here's this one. It's a salvaged brick, and it's from Honeybee. So that way, this one, even though it's miscellaneous, I know exactly who it is from. Sorry, trying to close that up. All right, so that is my first storage, just to show you one more time. All right, thanks for watching, and I will bring you more storage videos in the future. Bye.